Under a heavy slate sky, Mira curled up on the faded blue armchair by her bedroom window. Rain tapped a familiar rhythm on the glass, making the street outside shimmer just beyond the old curtains. Shadows gathered in the corners of her cozy room, deepened by the gentle glow of a reading lamp. Here, in this quiet haven, Mira always felt a special sort of safety, as if tucked inside a secret pocket of the world. But tonight, as she set her mug of chamomile tea beside her, a distant, peculiar sound twisted through the hush, a low, meandering melody, almost like the notes of a piano played far off in the dark. It tugged at her curiosity, threading gently through her drowsiness, whispering an invitation she could not quite ignore. With a soft sigh, Mira rose, wrapped her old flannel robe tightly around her, and pressed her hand to the cold window pane. She listened a moment longer. The music, though faint, seemed to drift from the street below, promising the smallest adventure. With a brave breath and a wild, gentle hope, Mira decided to follow the midnight song. She tiptoed through the silent hallway, every floorboard creaking underfoot. Beyond her front door lay the subdued glow of her neighborhood, where the rain had slackened to a mist and the street lights shimmered in shimmering pools on the slick pavements. Mira's breath fogged as she stepped out, drawn deeper by the promise of the music. Each house was shuttered tight, blinds drawn, the whole street seemed abandoned to stillness. Against the pale light streaming from a lone window, tree branches bent and whispered secrets only the night could understand. Mira's senses heightened, the rush of distant tires on wet roads, the rhythmic drip from gutters, the strangely soothing hum of electricity from power lines. She followed the melody as it wove between lampposts and puddles, always just beyond reach, never frightening, always beckoning, an old friend hiding in the dark. At the crossroads beneath the tallest lamp, Mira paused. She saw, across the road, the golden glow flickering from an old house's window, a warm patchwork against the cold blue everywhere else. The melody seemed to pool around this house, floating out into the night. Mira carefully stepped over the curb, her slippers dampening in the shallow puddles, feeling a tremor of nervous excitement. As she drew closer, the music grew clearer, gentle, deliberate chords rising and falling as if coaxed from ivory keys by careful, longing fingers. On the porch sat a weathered mailbox, and just barely visible, a small envelope sealed with a blue sticker tucked beneath a stack of old newspapers. The gentle mystery sang to her heart. Was this for her? Was she meant to find it? Mira's hands, cold with drizzle, trembled as she reached for the midnight letter. With the envelope resting gently in her palm, Mira lingered on the steps, the piano music now so close she could almost feel the keys beneath her own fingertips. Hesitant, but driven by gentle wonder, she tiptoed around to the side of the house, peering through a sliver of parted curtains. There, bathed in amber lamplight and cool blue shadow, sat a slender figure at a battered upright piano, a neighbor she would only ever glimpsed, fingers ghosting over the keys. The music was not a song for an audience, but a comfort for the soul. Mira's heart warmed. Something about witnessing this secret midnight ritual made her feel part of a bigger, beautifully quiet world. She clutched the letter to her chest and watched, silent and unseen, as the last, lingering note soared softly into the rain-washed night. Back home, with the rain now a steady whisper against her own window, Mira sat in her little blue chair once more. She turned the midnight envelope over and over in her hands, marveling at its simple beauty. When she finally broke the seal, she discovered, inside, a single sheet of music, clearly handwritten, its title scrawled, "For the one who listens in the rain." Beneath it, a note. Whenever you hear my song, know you are not alone. Play this when the night feels too long. Mira smiled, a gentle ache of joy blooming in her chest. She set the note carefully on her desk, drew her old keyboard closer, and pressed her fingers to the keys. The notes were hesitant at first. Then, guided by memory and feeling, they danced, filling her room with soft, hopeful sound. It was enough. She was part of the midnight song now, woven gently into its quietly magical world. The hours stretched gentle and long, Mira's heart brimming with the quiet triumph of having answered the night's invitation. Outside, the storm eased, stars shivering between the thinning clouds. Mira packed away the note and the song, tucking them beside her tea mug. She returned, sleepy and safe, to her blue armchair, warmed now by the secret memory of rain and music found. The world beyond her window seemed softer somehow, every shadow touched with possibility. As Mira drifted towards sleep, she heard again the echo of piano notes from across the street, notes that promised, in every dark, there are gentle mysteries and midnight songs waiting to be found. Wrapped in warmth, Mira sighed deeply, her breathing slow and calm, and drifted into dreams, held safe by the music's embrace.